Uh, yeah. Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny in this meta when everybody's killing shit with like
unholy heats.
unholy. Yeah, that's
yeah, sacrifice 6 permanents.
All right, well, we're here for the finals, and it's a sibling rivalry. Older brother Paul versus younger brother Isaiah.
Youngest brother Isaiah.
Go ahead. I think Isaiah is the...
Isaiah was the 1 seed.
Isaiah's call on who plays first.
I'm pretty... These players are both very competent. I'm sure they were aware of that. But it doesn't hurt to say it.
It doesn't. It doesn't hurt.
Hence why I added the caveat there at the end. This is Isaiah's. Where's... Do you have Paul's over there somewhere?
I do.
Somewhere.
Techlist with no fucking name on it.
Blue-white control versus blue and white stoner.
This is an annoying card to have to face when you're playing control.
I agree.
I hate this fucking card.
I like it.
Yeah?
But I don't like control. I have jammed a little bit of hammer recently in that card.
It's one of the better cards. Okay, looks like we got an opt-in response.
Seems smart.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Isaiah's actually being Cam courteous this game.
He really is.
We appreciate
it's
that.
Shocking.
We want
Cam it's like,
courtesy.
Sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to let you draw cards because there's no way I'm letting this shit resolve.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be saying.
Dress down.
Ooh, okay.
Not countering it, he's just dressing it down.
That's pretty good. I mean, if he has a way to deal with it
Yeah.
long term here.
He's not worried about the 1-2. He's just worried about the Caldera or the Batter's Call that comes with it, usually. Though a Sword of Fire and Ice is probably also pretty good against Isaiah.
Gotta say, you know what's good against Caldera is fucking stealing the germ.
Stealing the germ.
It's a hard thing to re-equip.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, that's gross. That is the one problem with Hammer Time is the Archmage's Charm. That everything in your deck's just stealable.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, control decks just use your own win conditions to kill you.
Yeah.
And
it can
happen.
Feels
bad.
It can happen for sure.
Oh.
Batter's Call.
I had the Batter's Call in hand. Okay. That's
this could be a blow because Batter's Call has Vigilance. Does he have the Spell Pierce? Because that'd be gross.
We know he has Ledger Shredder. I don't know what else he has. Oh, that's gross. Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to re-equip that anywhere.
Spell Pierce?
Oh, does he have Spell Pierce?
It's in his deck.
I know he's in his deck. He's
pathing
pathing his own creature.
Okay.
Well, it's not Spell Pierce, but I mean, it's better than Isaiah having your 4/4 Vigilance Trample Lifelink.
And that's... Oh, okay. That's Supreme Verdict off the top.
That's pretty good. And if he has a 5th land, he can make it so that Paul doesn't draw off it.
Does he feel like he needs to do it here?
He's also got a big Teferi.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a 5th land,
He
though.
does not have a 5th land. This might be a good,
I think he's passing.
Yeah, I think this would be actually a good just Snapcaster Mage
No.
opt.
Yeah, that's his only target.
I like a Snapcaster Mage opt
cast.
hand. Yeah, and then he can pay the 1 for the.
Yeah, Esper Sentinel.
Which I guess he's probably blocking that anyway, so he probably doesn't need to, but.
If Paul gets in with the Esper Sentinel, that is. He could equip the. Oh, that
well, you gotta
demands
an
answer.
Yeah, you do have to counter that one. He's got the counter spell.
Yeah.
Already.
But now his Snapcaster is just an ambush viper. If he wants to do something with it. What does he now have? His Spell Pierce didn't do anything.
And Isaiah deciding whether or not he wants to pay 1, and he does.
Yeah. So
no
now
cards,
it's free.
no cards
now
for
it's
you.
free attack for 2. Ooh.
Another counter spell.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Let him draw the damn card.
Yeah.
Just get this shit off the battlefield.
Let him draw a card. Hollow Fountain for PJ.
You just got to draw
so many cards.
Yeah.
There's Ledger Shredder. Oh, second Teferi. That's so gross.
It's not good.
Man, this Ledger Shredder is a hell of a magic card, isn't it?
It's really good, man.
For a deck that was thrown together in 20 minutes, I'd say it's putting on a pretty good show.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Yeah.
Imagine if he did have your counter spells.
And he even said himself, he's like, I think that this deck is not good. but Ledger Shredder is good.
Yeah. Pile of okay blue-white cards. add four Ledger Shredders. All of a sudden, you got a tier 1 deck.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
How does Isaiah respond to this? If he doesn't have a 5th land, he's in the lodge.
Well, he's got. Okay. Deal with the Teferi.
Still got a Ledger Shredder beating your face in.
Yeah, well, next turn he can snap and deal with that. Or Big Teferi if he prefers.
In the meantime.
If he draws that land.
All his options here. Oh, now he draws the Spell Pierce. Ledger Shredder number 2 is going to be pretty good.
Yep.
And is that an Esper Sentinel in his hand? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's just gross. I might have preferred to, I guess if he wanted the land drop. I might have been tempted to keep that, consider to try to use my Ledger Shredder. Does that second Ledger Shredder get a counter? Because you already cast 2 spells, and then...
It's whenever you cast your second spell.
Okay. Snap.
Yep. This is going to get Spell Pierce.
Yep.
And you're going to get the loot twice.
Yep.
God, this card's insane.
Yep. Oh, God. This game might... Yep. Isaiah's
like, fuck this.
Fuck this.
Like he actually factually said, fuck this.
We don't have microphones on our players, but we're reasonably certain it was that statement was at least going through Isaiah's hand or head.
It's been off like all day.
I mean, we're in the finals. We're only 5 hours in for a 7-round tournament. That's not bad.
No, it played pretty well.
Yeah.
Isaiah looking at his awful sideboard.
I mean, Zdovan's vetoes look okay, but what else does he have?
Hurkyl's Recall.
Yeah, Hurkyl's Recall. Hullbreaker Horror.
I like the extra dress downs.
I like the Leviathan.
Oathbreaker Horror, I mean...
It's uncounterable.
It is uncounterable, but it is pathable.
This is true.
But the way I use that in League is I had a bunch of like cheap cantrippy things.
You just get to bounce everything.
Well, it can target itself. And so if they had something that like instead of just giving them their exile spell back or whatever, I just bounce it back to my hand. I'll replay it next turn. It's fine.
Paul just wiped his brow.
That was tight.
He thinks he has no idea, or he's of the opinion that he has no business being here in the finals.
Yeah. Just superior gameplay with the what I said.
Now
when we start off, I'm like I said, Ledger Shredder was the best card in Modern, and
yeah, you might be. Yeah, I think you're getting some evidence to your cause here.
I need to go home and play with it, I guess.
I tried playing it in a Prowess Shell, and that's definitely not where it belongs.
In what?
Prowess Shell.
Oh, yeah.
That's not where it belongs. I thought, the Lava Dart interaction would be really good.
I think the Murktide deck with it is really good. It's just kind of just better Dragon Rage Channeler, which is a scary thing to say out loud, but it's true. It
also makes Chalice worse against Murktide.
Does Isaiah have lands in this hand?
He's got a castle.
Okay, he's got 2 lands. Does he have a can't?
I think he might have 3 lands.
3, okay. And an opt. Okay, yeah, he's solid. He does have a Supreme Verdict, so and he's got a big brother on the mulligan. All right. Fatigue is setting in the booth.
Yeah, you having not eaten today.
Yeah,
or not consumed any calories outside of alcohol.
Yeah,
probably.
It's
has something to do with that.
Yeah, it's not the way to do it. Isaiah's a flipper if there ever was one, man.
Yeah. He's got Otawara. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yep. It's a good card.
That S%. That S%. We were raving about Ledger Shredder, but that S% was what really set PJ up to win that last game because he
it was
like
good,
3 or 4 cards
but mostly because Isaiah was missing land drops.
Yeah, that didn't help. Snap. Target opt.
Yeah, this is a good exchange. Think about pathing it? Because that would be weird.
Unless Paul goes...
He is thinking about pathing it.
What else is in his hand?
Give your control player some ramp.
It's not ideal. Kind of surprised he kept the paths in.
Yeah, it is a little surprising, actually.
What does he have in his sideboard? Oh, he's got vetoes. I guess that's it. I guess the only thing he could want to bring in is 4 Dovin's vetoes.
Yeah, and you assume he did. Big Teferi goes to the bottom.
Draws Flood Strand.
So I think that's a good draw for Isaiah here, actually.
Fire Ice.
Fire Ice.
Yep. Oh, does not deal with Ledger Shredder.
It doesn't.
But he just
It was a supreme verdict. Yeah, just get it off.
yeah,
more.
just deal with the Ledger Shredder while you can.
Yeah, and that's how you like. That's how you know it's powerful. A 2-drop that you're just like no brainer 1-for-1 with a wrath.
Yeah, it doesn't help that Paul is struggling to find his third land. Path is definitely
Yeah, he's just a little too far behind.
Yeah,
now.
he's too far behind at this point. I think we might be going to a game 3. Hate to count him out, but
yeah,
missing land drops for this long against control is just backbreaking. Yeah. Oh god. Yep. Memory Deluge.
It's all lands. I think he literally there were 4 lands on top.
I mean,
he's probably fine with it.
At least he's not drawing 4 lands.
One is Hall of the Storm Giants, which is good. Oh,
that's Big Teferi.
That is Big Teferi. It's a big boy.
So you can wait to see. He's waiting to see that
he's being really patient.
He's waiting to see that he's spell pierce clear.
Yeah.
What he doesn't know is that Paul's sitting on a Dovin's veto.
Yeah, and he also is in this point where he didn't have to do shit.
No,
he can just he can scry 2 until the end of time.
Or he could Memory Deluge again. Snap, white card, Archmage's Charm land. Oh, it was the Wandering Emperor. That's a win condition.
It is. So now he can set something up here where he can.
End of turn.
Oh, does he get the Wandering Emperor in here? No. Okay. He's fine with it.
Yeah, well, as soon as Paul attacks with it, it's just going to get wandered.
That wander is probably not going to resolve. Oh, he's also got the Fire Ice, which is just a...
Yeah. But Paul has to put the pressure on now because if he doesn't, Isaiah's just going to sit back and Memory Deluge again. No, he's not doing anything about it. That's patient from Isaiah.
Yeah, and that's how you do it. You can take that hit. He's in full control mode right now.
As he should be. Another Sentinel. No, it's just Shadow Spear. That one's probably fine. Equipments don't do anything if you don't have creatures to attach to them, which Paul's about to not. Even if he vetoes this Wandering Emperor.
Yeah, this is the rub.
Borrower is going to get fired.
Yeah, this is the rub here because when you miss land drops, this is what happens because you feel like you have to counter this, but if he does, he's going to lose his creature, and then he's going to lose his creature regardless. He's going to get 5 minutes of Fury.
He's keeping.
It's allowed to happen. Huge patience here. Pathing his own thing
instead of just sacking it to the Emperor, I guess. There's no way Isaiah counters that.
If I fire it. If I'm Isaiah, I fire it in response.
That is a consideration.
Yeah.
I just think Paul's so far behind now. Oh, he's going to ask you a question. He's trying to ask you a question. Or he's holding him.
He might be dead.
Oh.
Isaiah wanted to know if he gained the 2 life. He doesn't.
He does not. Here's Teferi.
Yeah, and Isaiah did a really good job of setting this up, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Paul has left to say about this game. He's going to cast Little Teferi. That's going to get countered. If Isaiah has one. Which I think he has an Archmage's Charm. Yeah.
And is this where he finally fires off the Dovin's Veto? It's not going to work out well for him.
No.
Like, Isaiah can let this happen because he has Prismatic Ending.
Yeah, I mean, what does Paul even do with this? Interesting that he
just felt like wanted to be mana efficient here.
Consider by Paul. What did he bounce?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I think
3 mana draw card.
I think it was show me a way to kill my little Teferi and we're good.
Game 3.
All right. All comes down to this. These all-day tournaments are a grind.
Yeah, I don't know how you used to go to a GP or an SCG and play a control deck. I would be so fried after that. I don't know how anybody does that.
Keeps my mind moving. Don't think about it.
Oh. Yeah, because I'll play an aggro deck that I could be on autopilot with, and my brain will still be shot at the end of it.
Moosehead. It's a pretty promising hand by Isaiah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Paul's. I'm not sure he has enough lands.
It's hard to tell.
Especially with the most recent game, him getting stuck on 2 for so long. It'd be really hard to justify keeping another 2-lander.
That's a better look at it here. This is a landlight hand.
Yeah, but do you want to go to 5?
So
Paul says no.
You're gonna keep the 1 island plus cantrip.
Yeah, I mean
the smart way to do this, if you're gonna do these balls, is, in my opinion, is to not do what he's doing.
Do it immediately. Yeah, you got get rid of that. Now he's drew another island.
What I prefer to do is
actually but he can't cast that Esper Sentinel.
You cannot.
Or the Dovin's.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's the bigger problem is the Dovin's veto. What I like doing if you keep those 1 land plus cantrip, is I like taking
fire it immediately.
I don't. I like to take the draw, because what happens sometimes is you're like, okay, I'll just keep this land plus cantrip, and you'll play the island or whatever, and then on your opponent's end step you'll cast it, and there'll be a land on top. That's a wasted cantrip, right? Like, just take that draw and then dig forward on your turn, because then you see an extra card to hit the second land drop.
Oh, is this how the tournament ends?
Yeah,
That
all
kinda
this
sucks.
work and
That kind of sucks. Oh well, it happens.
and Isaiah's just got kind of lands galore, so he might be in a situation where he can kind of do whatever he wants. Oh yeah, he's got the good stuff too. He's got Solitude this game.
Oh,
I think that was Little Teferi that was just drawn, but he's just drawing every white card. In
every
his deck.
card that requires white mana to cast.
Isaiah doesn't give a fuck. Isaiah does not feel sorry for him one bit.
I mean, discarding to hand size. Oof.
Sure.
Yep.
He gets to do this with a counter spell backup.
This is just. Yeah. Yep. Save everybody
All right.
sometimes. Yeah. Show them all the white cards in your hand. And...
Well, that's gonna do it.
Yep.
Isaiah is the 500 champion.
Yep.
Funny it would go to an employee, but he was allowed to play.
A pseudo employee.
Anyway, that's gonna do it for coverage today, and we'll be back at it next Friday for Double Modern, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and we're fucking hungry, so we're getting out of here.
Yeah, getting out of here.
You should do the same.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Yeah. Yeah.